Hi guys, today we are looking at this tiny palette. So hopefully I have already uploaded the other palette, so this large palette, and you should be able to go and watch all the colors in this one. And then I have created this kind of small supplementary palette with some colors that I think I'll use quite a lot, and I'll be able to pull this palette out on the channel and also use it with my smaller, so you can see here, these are some of the colors that I have in the larger palette, and then this small palette I'll be able to pull it out on the channel and use it with my other palette that I generally use as well. So I really wanted to have this as a secondary option. It actually just kind of eventuated. I put it together for a video, and then I thought this is actually quite a handy little palette, so I have kind of two supplementary palettes with some shimmer colors and things like that, and this is one of them. So you can see first of all there, I just put a drop of water on everything just to let it kind of re-wet and sit, and so that it would be ready to paint with. And this is a Whiskey Painter's enamel palette. I got this on Amazon, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 years ago, so it's a really lovely little palette, but you can also use like a little tin. So the first colour that we're swatching here is a Colours of the Iron range, and it is Thulite. So this is one of my favourite colours from one of my favourite shops. And then the next one is the Wallace Seymour Cinabrese. So I got this from Select Fine Art Materials. It's probably easier to get in Europe, but you can get it from this shop, and they ship it so quickly. They're really good. So that is one of my favorite colors actually. If you're looking for that kind of soft peach color, that's a beauty. And then this next one was the Rivervale Phantom Fire. If you've seen the channel, you know I love this color. You can supplement it for Daniel Smith Iridescent Copper as well. The next one was the Wallace Seymour Rubies, which is a really gorgeous sort of texture. And then you have this one from Colours of the Iron range, which is one of my favourite colours as well. This is Porphyry Violet Ochre. I think she calls it like Porphyry Light or something like that, but in my new Daniel Smith video, just a few videos back, you'll be able to see a couple of different, colour alternatives for that as well. But all these colours I highly recommend, and I do love supporting the small shops. They make really gorgeous paints, especially like these ones are tried and true. I know some people have a hard time with some of the shops, so the ones I show you, I try and show you, my favourite ones that I really love. So I'm a bit behind here. The second one on the second line is Velvet Rose, I think, by Wallace Seymour. Then we have Azalea from Nibs Watercolors. It's a neon pink. I love it. Then we have Buff Titanium from Colours of the Iron range, and I want to say I think it might be. I really love this version of it, so I'm not sure if it's a different colour to the Daniel Smith one, maybe more towards the grey titanium. I'm not sure. I'd like to try the grey titanium, but let's see, what do we have next? The next is the Wallace Seymour. So the first one on the third row is the Wallace Seymour Shimmer Iron Glimmer. I love this color. It's so gorgeous. And then the next one is Torridon Sandstone by Wallace Seymour. It's a little bit hard to re-wet, but I think you can use a little bit of vegetable glycerin or something like that, but it's a gorgeous color. And then we have, so the next one is the Citadella Grey by Wallace Seymour as well, which is again a really nice textural experience. So if you've watched my video, you'll see some of the colors I had a hard time pouring out, but I really love the effect that you get from them. And then this last one here is the Artgraf. So it comes in the circular tin, and I've actually just put a little bit of it in my palette here because I wanted to use it all the time, and I kept losing it on my desk or forgetting to pull it out. So I've just popped it in here, and it's so easy to use now. I really love it. I quite enjoy having these kind of supplemental palettes, so you have your kind of main palette, and then you have some extra sort of shimmer colors or some earthy, some different, you know, colors that you can use. You know, and you don't have to have the large palette all the time, or you can switch them between palettes and things like that. It's been really helpful, especially on my channel when I don't have a lot of room to kind of use the larger palettes and things. But here I'm just showing you the difference. So the Cinabrese is in the middle. The Jaune Brilliant number 2 by Holbein is the first one I swatched, and then I swatched the Jaune Brilliant number 1 last. So you can see the Cinabrese is in the middle, and you can see what a pretty color it is. So then I'm just showing you here, the first one is the Porphyry Violet, the middle one is the Daniel Smith Raw Umber Violet, and then I swatched the Winsor Newton Caput Mortuum, which I love those three, either, you know, any of those three colors. They're slightly different in tone, but they're beautiful colors. And then and they're so helpful, especially like to mix smoky colors. So then what am I showing you here? So this is the colors of the Iron Range Thulite, and you can get a similar color. You kind of can't replicate the texture, but you can get a similar color from the Potter's Pink and Shell Pink, you know, mixing that. So I really love this mix as well. And then lastly, I want to show you how you can kind of mix a similar thing to the Shimmer Iron Glimmer. So it's not going to be exact, because again, you don't have that textural element, but you can use hematite and pearl white, and you can even mix in like a tiny bit of Van Dyke brown or a sepia to just give it that little bit of brown undertone, or any brown. I guess you could use an ochre or anything, but I really like this mix as well. So this is the hematite, Daniel Smith hematite, and the pearl white. So you could also use like a granulating black, like Mars black, and you know, with the pearl white, and get a similar thing as well. So that is it, guys. This was a nice short sweet video. Again, here you can see the Wallace and Seymour colors and the texture on the bottles, on the, you know, tubes here. I really love these tubes, and I will link where I got these from. If you're in the US, they're a bit tricky to find, but Select Fine Art Materials did such a good job. They got them here so quickly, and yeah, so it's a really nice, you know, place to order them from, and I was really so glad to find somewhere that we could order them from as well. And so you'll see in my video, the Cinabrese was really easy to pour out and let dry and re-wet, and I think the Velvet Rose was, but the Shimmer Iron Glimmer, I had to actually sort of get out with a metal crochet hook, like a tiny one, but it's been performing really beautifully. I, you know, have no problem re-wetting it or anything like that, and it's just a stunning color. So yeah, that is it for this video. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow with another video. Bye.